This is the moment you realize that people draining your tax dollars have no intentions of ever giving it back. Not even a little. And if you dare ask why, you're called a bigot or privileged or worse, anti-poor. That's the new term they're coming up with. But let me show you what real anti-poor looks like. Let me show you what Democrats are defending. Roll it.
So YouTube, this your girl Quay, and yes, we at Sam's doing the shopping haul. So y'all come along with us and let's get some stuff out of Sam's. I'm really just gonna be a very short video, just a little tic-tac, boom, bam, you feel me? But yeah, y'all, let's get into it. They got some animal crackers for $8.98, so we just gonna grab one of these. So yeah, my kids like Nutriment bars, so they for a box of 30 seeds for $9.98. So we gonna grab that. We gonna put it down. So yeah, we already started shopping. So we got some chips, some blow pop for the kids, some little bites, some hot chips, some fruit snacks, some gushers, some powdered donuts, oatmeal pies, some honey buns, and yeah. So let's get it. Seems like crunch here. A box of 2 bags for 49 ounces for $7.98. So we're gonna grab one of those, and they got frosted flakes for $7.88, and we're gonna grab one of those. Let's go down the season aisle. So at Sam's, I come here and I get the big old seasoning salt. So I'm gonna grab one of those, and it is for $6.68, which is a good price. And yeah, let's see what else we need. So yeah, that's what we're gonna grab here from the season aisle. That's the only thing I'm gonna get out of here. They got some olive oil for $11.48, so we're gonna grab one of these. Yeah, yellow rice, and they got it for $5.78, so we're gonna grab one of those. Like I said, y'all, the video is not gonna be long. It's gonna be a short video. So we're gonna grab this pack right here for $7.98. It's actually on sale. It's just saving $1. So we're gonna grab one of these with 2 ketchup, mustard, and sweet relish. Get some of this ranch right here for $12.48, and that's the Hidden Valley for $12.48, 2 packs. Yeah. So they got the Velveeta macaroni and cheese, shell macaroni and cheese for $14.98. I usually don't buy this, but I ran out of macaroni and cheese, and I went to my sister's house and got this. And she had it, and it tastes pretty good, so I'm gonna grab a case of those. The twins like the ravioli, so we're gonna grab 2 cases of those for the twins. So they got spaghetti noodles, $5.48 for 6 packs of spaghetti noodles. So we're gonna go with those. Some of this regular spaghetti sauce, we're gonna grab one of these. It's a 3-pack for $8.98. So yeah, that's a steal. People grab one of these mashed potatoes. I don't know how much it is quite yet. I'm gonna grab 2 boxes of these because we go through mashed potato like it ain't nothing. And we're gonna get 2 cases of these. I don't know how much it is, but we're gonna get 2. We're gonna get a case of these green beans. It's gonna be 8 cans in a pack. So we're gonna get 2 of these. I'm gonna grab one to serve, and the serve running for $6.78. So we're gonna get one of those. $6.78. We're gonna get one of these. We're gonna just the marshmallow, y'all, for $7.98. So yes, I'm gonna get a box of those. So we're gonna grab a box of Fruit Pebbles for $6.48. And a box of Fruit Loops, $8.58. Captain Crunch Berry for $5.98. Liquor Charm for $7.88. We're gonna grab 1 box of each. So we're gonna for the Go-Gurt, the kids love these. And the peaches, they right there together. So we're gonna get a box of those for $10.98. And we're gonna get the Go-Gurts for $15.98. We're gonna get 1 of each, y'all. We're gonna get these tarts for $9.98.
Look, man, she ain't buy no meats, no vegetables. She spent thousands of dollars on snacks. And who paid for it? You did. You definitely did. She's a 28-year-old with 9 kids and 9 baby daddies. I don't think we got time for the story time, but while you were clocking your job that you most likely are annoyed with, while you budgeting gas versus groceries, she's loading a car with junk food saying, "Thank you, America." Not even saying "Thank you, America," if I'm being honest. But it gets worse because she's not the only one doing it. Y'all, watch this next one.
Let's go to Costco, family of 6 that receives food stamps. Did you grab the keys out of the car? I'm gonna go look for trash cans because mine broke and I really want the side-by-side ones. So let's go see if they have them. Buddy, grab it. Hi. Just 2. Yeah. I mean, can you even pick that up? Yes. Oh my gosh, muscles. So they didn't have the trash can that I wanted, so I'll just have to order it on Amazon. All right. Are you okay? Yeah. These kids are absolutely driving me bonkers in the store. Sure. Put it on the bottom, please. You have to lay it down, baby. Come on.
Yes.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you so much. It only took us like an hour in and out of Costco. Stuck to my list pretty well and ended up spending $375, and then we have to go pick up a Walmart order for $65. $440 total. It wasn't enough that I spent $440, but Walmart decided to not give me some of my items, so I'm gonna run into Target real quick and grab the rest of what I need. The sunset is so gorgeous tonight. I just spent another $75 at Target. 30 of it was food stamps and the other 45 was my own money.
Now the caption reads, "This is so unreal. American mother showing her shopping family of 6 that receives food stamps. Goes to Costco, gets everything on the list. It's free. Heads to Walmart. Everything. Fact, taxpayer. Okay, so would we consider this EBT abuse? Or, multi-location. I'm over here adding words. Back-to-back taxpayer-funded luxury, rather. Costco, Walmart, Target, seem like they're just stocking up. Pretty regular family type deal, right? It seems pretty innocent enough. But the same people who keep telling you to pay your fair share are the ones refusing to audit this. Still think this is about compassion? Let's keep going.
Here's everything I bought on food stamps for my family of 6 at Costco, Target, and Walmart. I got some shredded hash browns. I got some Angus beef patties, dinosaur nuggets from Costco. I also got these lightly breaded chicken breast chunks from Costco, organic chicken breast from Costco. I did pick up some shredded sharp cheddar cheese and some shredded Fiesta blend from Walmart. Costco and Walmart don't carry my favorite creamers, so I did go to Target to get these. They're the oatmeal cookie. These are so freaking good. If you have not tried these, you need to. I did go to Costco and get a big carton of the heavy whipping cream. We go through so much milk, so I did pick up a 2-gallon at Costco. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Next, I got 12 frozen cheese pizzas. I've never had this brand before. My kids eat grapes like it's candy, literally. These are the cotton candy grapes from Costco. This is like 2 days worth of fruit for my kids. I got a bunch of bananas, 2 containers from Walmart of strawberries. I need these for recipes, so I got some broccoli florets. I got these from Walmart. I also got a bag of cutie, got a thing of apple juice. I also go through an entire bag from Costco onions in like less than a month. For snacks, I got these Nature Valley protein chewy bars. They're peanut butter and dark chocolate. A giant box of fruit snacks from Costco. These are the best pretzels, and you cannot tell me otherwise. They're the Dots pretzels, specifically the red bag. I want to try them and see if they're like the favorite days at Target. Oh my god. This is dangerous. Oh my god. If you have not tried these, you need to. This is stupid. Literally just threw chocolate across the room. A big box of both. The variety pack of these like little snack things for the girls. Chobani yogurts. These are my husband's favorites. My kids like them too. The Gatorade Zero. This is a huge pack from Costco. Some Q-tips from Walmart. Dog bone like filled with peanut butter from Walmart. The dry shampoo from Walmart. The kids sleep Ollie ones from Target. I also picked up the Elf Skin Thirst First drops. Shelby Ann put me onto these. It's the Kids Sport Banana Boat like 60 SPF, but look, it's a roll-on one. Target had a sale on sodas, and I got 3 cases for the price of 2. It was like 40% off if you got 3 or more. And I got 4 loaves of bread. These are for the girl. And then this bread for my husband and I. My husband has milk and cookies every night, so I picked up this from Costco. There's 24 cookies in here, so this will last him like, what, 4 or 5 days? I got 2 dozen of the organic cage-free eggs. I got those eggs from Costco. These tortillas for everyone else, and then I got the carb balance ones for me. $515 later. That is everything that we bought with food stamps, and then also some of our own money.
Oh, I get it now. So you can have a Ring camera, granite countertop, LED lighting, and a stock fridge, and you can still qualify for food stamps. Now I'm not hating. I'm not saying people can't come up or nothing like that. That's not. The Democrats told you this was about the working poor, but what you're seeing is entitled comfortable. Is the entitled comfortable who learned to hustle the system better than you ever could, and now they're mad because Trump wants to cut snacks from EBT. Now brace yourself for what entitlement sounds like, y'all.
This is a PSA for anybody on food stamps. You can no longer pay for your nails, lashes, eyebrows, lip filler, Botox, hair extensions with your EBT card. So not only does Donald Trump take away our junk food and our sugary drinks, 80% of us on food stamps rely on that junk food and sugary drinks to keep us going through the day. Not only that, he has now taken our ability to pay for our nails, okay, our lashes, our essentials with our food stamp card. I have been using my EBT card for over 10 years to pay for my nails, to pay for my lashes, the essentials. No, you can no longer do that. They have ripped the machines out of every single salon in the country. You can't do it. How the hell am I supposed to pay for my nails and lashes? Now, I had to pay out of pocket. Over $100 cash I had to pay today. This is bullshit. This is unfair. It's bullshit, Donald. Bullshit.
So you heard that right. She's not upset about hunger. She's upset she can't use food stamps for nails, lashes, and lip filler. That isn't survival. That's vanity at your expense. It's vanity at your expense. I'm trying to tell you. But the left defends this. Trump is cruel. Let me show you what real cruelty looks like. Letting people believe they're victims while they're exploiting a system that's already collapsing. And when someone finally steps in, it's called oppression. Watch this.
SALT exemptions and write-offs were hugely important to your constituents. But you know as well as I that within moments of your yes vote on this, many critics were lining up. One global consultant said this afternoon, quote, Lawler is cooked. Another posted that it's estimated that more than 32,000 of your constituents will lose access to health care. Nearly 19,000 will lose food stamps. If those numbers are true, how is this bill good for the people you represent?
Well, those numbers aren't true, and that's part of the challenge here. You have Democrats intentionally lying to the American people and putting out numbers that they're making up out of thin air. The fact is, what we did in this bill on SNAP was give a 5% cost share to the states. The federal government has picked up the entirety of the SNAP program. We're asking the states like New York, that have a high error rate, by the way, because there are people collecting benefits that are not actually entitled to them, to pick up 5% of the program. In addition, when it comes to Medicaid, we put common sense reforms in place. Number one, eligibility verification, making sure that those who are ineligible do not remain on the rolls. The Biden administration lessened the rules in the aftermath of COVID and allowed people to stay on the Medicaid rolls even when they did not qualify. Number two is citizenship verification, to make sure that illegal immigrants are not collecting Medicaid benefits. In New York, they're spending billions of dollars on illegal immigrants collecting Medicaid benefits. That's wrong.
So none of your constituents will lose.
There are nearly four, Elizabeth, this is critical. There are nearly 4 million people who are able-bodied adults without dependent children who refuse to work. I think most Americans recognize, as Democrats did under Bill Clinton, that work requirements are an important component to help people get themselves out of poverty or out of a difficult situation and get into the workforce. We want people to be able to work up to 80 hours a month or volunteer or go to school. That is a common sense reform that most Americans support.
Yeah, that's the part they never tell you. You see, Democrats inflate numbers to scare you, then call it justice. Meanwhile, Republicans propose, 80-hour work or volunteer requirements for able-bodied adults with no kids, and the media acts like this is some sort of genocide. I'm serious. They say 19,000 people will lose food stamps. No. What they'll lose is access to the scam they were never entitled to. And guess who's benefiting the most from this scam? Let's zoom out a bit.
Love it. And listen, for North Carolinians, I want you to know there are 4,310 drug overdoses every year in North Carolina. That's 11 people a day. And 78% of that is overdose deaths that come from fentanyl, which is trafficked over the border. That's a North Carolina first policy, closing the border.
Well, it's also a take care of your family first. You know, we have to take care of the North Carolinians here before we look at anybody else. And we have allowed a lot of law enforcement and a lot of even DAs to not do their job.
Yeah.
They're just not
it's hard, or it's too big of a deal or whatever. So I'm glad to see the feds even come after people like Sheriff McFadden in Mecklenburg.
He got a new, I think, manager, office manager, whatever. I don't know if he's any better, but we'll see.
He doesn't need an office manager. He needs to do his job.
No kidding.
Right?
He's the ICE manager.
Oh, okay.
He needs somebody from ICE to manage him.
Well, somebody from ICE just came in, and we're going to show the video soon about what happened there. But look, the bill also creates a $100 asylum fee, tightens vetting limits, which we need that. We need vetting limits for these students coming in. And also cracks down on the access to Medicaid and something called SNAP, which is food stamps. And it aims to remove illegals from the rolls of Medicaid. And we got to have that.
So now we're giving EBT and Medicaid to illegal immigrants too. I'm not going to sit here and act surprised like I didn't know that, but we just had to point that out. This is what Democrats do. Open borders, open wallets, and close the accountability. They'll fund outsiders before they fix the chaos here at home. But the moment Trump says, hey, let's stop the junk food, oh my God, suddenly they act like we declared war on the poor. Which brings us to the breakdown.
You don't want them to have access to food? Do you not want them to have... You know what they're going to do? They're going to end up stealing. And there's going to be more prisoners. Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. Yeah, you're stunting American growth. You're stunting American growth, and my generation's getting fucked because of you. And I'm sick and tired of it. People have like this, but, there's so many people who, for their SNAP benefits, they use it, but they don't actually need it. And I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care if a few of them use the system. Everyone's going to use the system. Guess what? Trump is using the system so that his fellow rich people can have tax cuts. So why can't people have food? Why is it, please, someone explain to me, why is it us and Israel out of the UN are the only two countries that believe that food is not a given right? Why? Tell me. I don't understand. I don't understand you Trumpies. I don't understand you people. Okay? How can you not care about other people? Do something about it. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready. Like, if I need to, I'll defend what I believe is morally right.
This isn't passion, man. It's addiction to free. These people don't want food. They want power over our paychecks. And the second they hear you got to work for, oh my God, oppression. Man, you can't win. But in places like here in Georgia, something incredible just happened. Watch.
We met Kiara Thomas applying for food stamps at the Cobb County DFACS office. She's got a child, but says those who don't have dependents still need help.
I mean, not everybody can work. and it's not that easy to find a job nowadays.
About 6,000 food stamp recipients in Metro Atlanta are now required to find work or get into a job training program after getting the benefit for 3 months. Those affected are adults who have no dependents at home.
They are not incapacitated in any way, or they don't have a mental or physical disability that's documented and or could be observable.
But the Legal Aid Society says that group may include those who are still unemployable.
For veterans who may be partially disabled due to PTSD, they would not be exempt.
So far, 3 counties in the Metro Atlanta area are affected: Cobb, Gwinnett, and Hall. But DFAC says more counties will join them. We met Kiara Thomas applying for food stamps.
That's what reform looks like. You're able-bodied, you work, or you train, or you don't eat on the taxpayer's dime. Simple. It's fair, right? Fair enough. And somehow controversial. Only to the people who see food stamps not as a bridge, but more like a lifestyle. And if you think that's harsh, just listen to the next one.
My whole house is on Medicaid. My husband, me, our baby daughter. Okay, we're all on Medicaid. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the birth control in my arm that I have. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the antidepressants that I have at no cost to me. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to therapy to continue to be the mom I am to the 3 kids and 2 separate houses that I have to do. Without Medicaid, my daughter wouldn't be able to go and get her vaccines and go and get all of the things that she needs as an 18-month-old baby. Without Medicaid, my husband wouldn't be able to go and get the medications that he needs and the treatment that he needs for his disability. Without Medicaid, not a single person in my house would have health care. We are low income. Our only income is my husband's SSI. We're on food stamps. We use food pantries. Okay? Without Medicaid, we would never be healthy. And for us, it's not even like body. It's all mental. For my husband, for me, and then we have a baby who needs Medicaid for vaccines, who needs Medicaid for... I already have 2 children who are diagnosed with autism. So what if she ends up getting diagnosed with autism? We need Medicaid. We need Medicaid. And if you live in America, everybody deserves free health care. That's it. I just love you. Have a good day.
Let it continue.
My whole house is on Medicaid. Our worth as human beings is not measured by how productive we are for the American government. Our worth as human beings is not measured by how many hours we worked this week. Our worth as human beings is not measured by how many income taxes I paid last year. Okay? Our worth as human beings is not measured by how many hours we slaved away for the American government. Our worth is not measured by how productive we can be for the American government. Okay? You thinking that I am only worthy of Medicaid because I paid enough income taxes is fucking insane. Sorry, hold on. It's awful. It's terrible. That is what they want. That's all they want. They just want you to wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, die. That's all they want you to do. And you're perpetuating it. Your talking point is perpetuating that. Okay? Nothing is going to change if we continue to think that our worth is measured by how productive we are for the American government tax system. Knock it the fuck off.
Okay, so our worth isn't measured by how productive we are. Yeah, I agree with that. Your worth as a human definitely isn't. But your right to live off someone else's labor absolutely is. You don't work, you don't eat off me. That's not cruelty. That's discipline. That's justice. You can't tell me anything differently. And that's exactly why Trump is winning. Now let's bring this back full circle.
Come grocery shop with us. Which ones do y'all be eating? Go by.
They got copyrighted audio here, but you can see what's going on. I'm gonna kind of skip through it.
Hold on. This what I use. This butter. What's it called? Family size. Found it. One of you. This what I pick. You raw okra or
Look at that total. I had to skip through it for obvious reasons, y'all. This isn't about one mom. This is about the collapse of accountability. They told you EBT was for emergencies, but now it's a buffet line for people who've never contributed a dime. And when Trump steps in and try to fix it, they scream justice. But we see the truth. Y'all be safe. Go check with somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.